Good morning, homesteaders. Welcome back to the channel, Arizona Unplugged. As you can see, I'm not at the homestead. I'm actually at a cemetery. It's called Pioneers Cemetery, and I'm here because I really enjoy learning about, the Wild West, old gunfighters, old lawmen, and all the Wild West stuff. And living out here in Arizona, this is a very popular town, Prescott, Arizona, for a lot of those historical figures. So just south of me, right behind me, is old town of Prescott, and then there's an area there called Whiskey Row. Whiskey Row is the street, one of the main streets by the courthouse, that some of the West's well-known figures used to visit, and specifically a place called the Crystal Palace. That might sound familiar. The movie Tombstone, remember that movie a long time ago with Val Kilmer and all those guys? Really star-studded movie, great movie. Wyatt Earp and his brothers and Big Nose Kate and Doc Holliday, all those guys used to visit that saloon in the surrounding areas, and that's why I'm here right now. I did a detour. I was just going to go to Home Depot and buy some stuff I need for the generator room build, and decided, you know what, I got a little bit of time. Let's go visit this graveyard and visit the gravestone of Mary Kay Cummings, aka Big Nose Kate. So we're going to go find her tombstone and pay our respect. Actually picked a flower right over here underneath this old gnarly juniper. And Big Nose Kate, Mary Kay Cummings, if you don't know, trying to find a good way to walk through here. I really don't want to in any way disrespect or dishonor the dead people that are buried here, and this place is packed with gravestones. It's a very old cemetery from the 1800s. It's called Pioneer Cemetery because of, this is where they buried all the pioneers of this area of Arizona. So anyways, Big Nose Kate was the girlfriend, some say, to Mr. Doc Holliday. I know you guys know that name. Everybody knows that name. And she's buried here. I know Doc Holliday's not buried here. I think he's buried in Colorado, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's it over there because there's a lot of flowers on it. But I want to just check here instead. These are all mid-1800s grave markers. But yeah, this is Doc Holliday's girlfriend, I guess. His romantic interest and gambling buddy, and all those people from Tombstone, which is a great place, by the way. We just went there a few months ago, and I'm going back, I believe, next month with the kids. And yep, all right, we found it. So I'm going back to Tombstone with the kids just to hang out. So this is Mary Kay Cummings, 1850 to 1940. So she was 90 years old. I know it's really hard to see with the sun, but that's it right there. She's gonna leave a flower here for her. The plaque here says Mary Catherine Baroni Cummins, aka Big Nose Kate or Rowdy Kate, born in Budapest, Hungary, November 7th, 1850. Died in the Arizona Pioneers home, Prescott, Arizona, November 2nd, 1940. So she basically died 5 days before her birthday. So this is it. You can see there's some artifacts people have left here. Don't know what's in this jar. Just looks like goodies. People leave trinkets. There's a flag there, American flag. But this is it. This is Big Nose Kate's grave. As a matter of fact, I'm probably standing on her coffin. I'm going to back up here a little bit. But pretty neat. As you can see, she's memorialized right next to Burger King and Walmart. Great. But you know, we're on the you see this hill here. We're on the what would this be, the northwest corner of the cemetery. And you can see around me, beautiful Prescott, Arizona. This is a great town, guys. If you ever get a chance to come here, there's so much history. If you're into the Wild West and the gunslingers and the lawmen and all that good stuff, this is where we're at. Now, I know somewhere around here is also Bat Masterson's son. I'm just kind of looking around, see if I could see. Bat Masterson was a friend of Wyatt Earp, actually worked with Wyatt Earp, I believe outside of Colorado, and and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, I might be mixing him up with someone else, but according to the movie, the Wyatt Earp movie, they hunted buffalo together, and his son, Bat Masterson's son, is buried somewhere near Big Nose Kate's here. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time looking for it just because I'm supposed to be at Home Depot right now. I got stuff I got to do, but that's it. That is Big Nose Kate's gravesite right here. That's cool that she got a honorary plaque there. So I'm heading to Home Depot, and I'll be passing Whiskey Row here. That's where all those lawmen, the Earp brothers, Wyatt Earp and his brothers, Virgil and Morgan, and Doc Holliday and the Mastersons, all those guys used to go down here to Crystal Palace. Just a little bit of Western lore for you, and again, if I get this wrong, please correct me in the comments box. But the saloon they used to hang out with at Whiskey Row here downtown, Old Town, called Crystal Palace. This is the second Crystal Palace that I know of, that I've heard of. The other one is in Tombstone. It did catch fire back in the big Tombstone fire way back when, and they rebuilt it. And they say, now I don't know if it's the same owners, I'm assuming, since it's the same name, Crystal Palace here in Prescott and Crystal Palace in Tombstone. Now I talked with one of the old school waitresses at the Crystal Palace here in Prescott, and she gave me a little tour, showed me the bullet holes that are still in the wall and everything, and she let me know that the bar at the Crystal Palace in Prescott was the same maker of the bar, and I'm not talking about the building, I'm talking about the actual wooden bar that you sit at and get your drinks. It's the same maker of the bar in the Crystal Palace in Tombstone. They're identical. This, she said, was the first one. They delivered and installed this one here in Prescott first, and then they took the other one to Tombstone, Arizona, at the Crystal Palace there, which is a really cool bar. If you guys ever get a chance to go to Tombstone, what a cool place. If you're by yourself or with your wife or your significant other and maybe one child, let me know, and I can refer you to an Airbnb, which is literally not even a 10-minute walk to the Old Town. It's the same Airbnb that we stayed in, the wife and I and our boy, and it was great. The Airbnb was fantastic, so close to everything, and the Crystal Palace is right there. Oh, I'm just getting in the truck here, guys. I got a lot of stuff I got to do, and I'm where'd I go? I'm sightseeing here. Ooh, it's hot in here. Let me turn on this truck. So, pretty neat to see Big Nose Kate's gravesite, final resting place. I really like all that Old West, Wild West history. I'm gonna crank on this air conditioner. Whew. And when I left my house this morning, it was about 50 degrees. Now it's 75 degrees. So anyways, I just wanted to show you guys that, you know, take a little break from the norm, the homestead. I know there's other, I mean, they call this place Pioneers Cemetery for a reason. This is where they buried all the Arizona pioneer people. Looks like they're digging a grave right now. You see that guy with his little John Deere backhoe digging a grave for another pioneer. And I'm heading out of here. Got to head to Home Depot. I'm going to be doing a video shortly on the new generator room build. Other than paint, the outside is 100%. And I'm now working on the inside, getting plumbing for the fire suppression system installed before I do insulation and drywall. We got lights in there and it's looking really good. Nice little room. So keep an eye out for that next video. And yeah, pretty neat. Gotta hang out with Big Nose Kate for a minute. Leave a flower on her grave. So, like I said, I believe her boyfriend Doc Holliday is buried in Colorado. Correct me if I'm wrong again. And I know Wyatt Earp is buried, I believe, in Colton, California, where he had, I believe, a cattle ranch with his wife. And if you watch the movie, you know her name. What was her name? The actress lady, right? There's so much history, so much drama regarding, you know, and don't listen just to that movie Tombstone. You really got to dig in deep, check out all the documentaries and all that stuff. Just an interesting story with all these folk. They all knew each other. They're all meeting each other in different states. So just really neat. Really neat. I love that historical, you know, all those historical stories and all that stuff. But anyways, that's it, I guess. I just wanted to show you guys that. Big Nose Kate, Mary Catherine, famous gambler. What else was she? You know, she I'm sure she had a lot of titles, but she's best known for hanging out with Doc Holliday and all the Wyatt Earp and his brothers back in the late 1800s. Just neat stuff. If you guys like that type of content, if you guys are interested in that, I know this is a homesteading, off-grid homesteading channel, but I just figured while I'm here at Home Depot or heading to Home Depot, I'd take a little detour out of my day and pay my respects. So let me know what you guys think, and if you have any corrections on my version of history, let me know down in the comments box. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing, and we'll see you on the next one. Prep and thrive.